Dr. Gayatri is assistant professor in the Government Medical College in Nagpur. She is a general surgeon in breast oncosurgery and minimal access surgery and has been practicing for very long in Nagpur. And as you all aware, uh, the Nagpur Medical College is one of the very famous colleges in India. More than that, Dr. Gayatri has been so forthcoming and so helpful during this COVID pandemic time, and whatever cases we had or we wanted to, they should be looked into specifically. She has been more than willing to do all that is necessary and take extra 2 steps. Over to you, Dr. Gayatri, for all your session.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everybody, and thank you. I would, at the outset, I would thank Brigadier Suhas Kulkarni sir and his better half, Mrs. Kulkarni, for inviting me for this talk. I'm taking this opportunity because October is also celebrated as the Breast Cancer Awareness Month all over the world. So I think this is a good time to have this talk on this forum. I think most of the participants here are already aware, and you all are already taking all the steps for preventing this entity. But as a part of my job, I have to emphasize on a few points which I would like to do in this short while ahead. First of all, I want to tell you all that I'm not here to scare you. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm just here to make you all aware of this entity and to make aware of yourself, which is a very important aspect in prevention and early treatment of this disease. Just in short, what is cancer? Now, in our body, there is a normal cell division which always takes place. One cell divides into two, two into four. A few cells die by themselves, which is called as apoptosis or cell suicide. Or some cells get damaged for some reason and they do not undergo repair. But if something abnormal happens and the cell starts dividing in an uncontrollable fashion, in a continuous fashion, then something called as a tumor is formed. This tumor can be not always cancer. So 80% of these tumors can be benign. Benign in the sense they will limit themselves to wherever they are formed. And only 20% of them can spread to the different parts of the body, and that is what we call as a malignant tumor or a cancer. What is breast cancer? A malignant tumor which develops in the breast is a breast cancer. So a tumor which has a potential to spread anywhere in the body is called the breast cancer. Now these cancer can develop from either the milk producing glands of the breast, which we call as the lobular carcinoma, or it can also develop from the ducts that drain the milk from the glands. That is what we call as ductal carcinoma. So ductal carcinomas are more commoner than the lobular. Now, if this tumor remains confined to the breast, it is stage 1 cancer. If this tumor spreads to the lymph nodes under your armpit, which we call as axillary nodes, it is stage 2 cancer. If this tumor spreads all over the breast as well as to the axillary nodes or the armpit nodes, we call it as stage 3 cancer. And if the tumor spreads all over the body to the rest of the organs, say liver, lung, bones, then it is called as stage 4 cancer or metastatic cancer. So the aim of this talk is, if at all a person develops cancer, we should be able to detect it in the stage 1 itself, because treatment in this stage can give better results. it can be cured completely, and it can also lead to a better quality of life as well as a longer life. Certain facts which we should know is that it is one of the most common cancer in Indian women and accounts for 14% of all the cancers in women. It can occur at any age. Nowadays, we are seeing patients at very young age, less than 30 years. However, still the peak of the incidence is around 50 years. However, the message is that anybody, anytime, at any age can develop this problem. Now, why is this awareness session very important? As I said, recently in the past few years, we are seeing this problem, this disease in younger age groups. Young women are coming with this problem, and younger the age group of incidence, more aggressive is the disease. That is what is observed. Also, the numbers are on the rise, and as I said, late presentation reduces the chances of cure, reduces the chances of survival. And the main reason for late presentation is lack of awareness, lack of screening. And hence, breast cancer awareness is the most important factor responsible for better survival and in patients, and this has been documented in various studies. There are certain risk factors which are responsible for breast cancer. Age is one of them, but as I said, nowadays we are seeing younger patients also. Dense breast, a longer period of reproductivity, that is early menarche and a late menopause. Ladies with previous cancers like ovarian cancer or colonic cancer can develop a second cancer in the breast. uh, Women who take hormonal therapy for reasons like infertility can be a risk factor. If you have a family member, a first degree relative, your mother, sister, daughter, then that's again a risk factor. And there are certain genetic mutations like BRCA1 and BRCA2 genes. If you go through these risk factors once again, you would realize that most of these risk factors are not modifiable. This is not in your hand. This is something which is there, which is not under your control. But there are certain risk factors which are definitely in your control, and these are the modifiable risk factors. And the most important among them is overweight, alcohol, smoking, junk food, unhealthy food, and radiation exposure. So these are all the factors which you can control, which you are in this forum. I don't have to stress much about it because you all are already aware of these factors. You are already taking measures to control them. So uh, this is already highlighted in this forum. Certain symptoms which you all should know. Lump, a lump can be as small as which is not seen but which may be felt with your bare hands, or it may be as big as causing visible difference between the two sides, or any change in the skin in the form of a dimpling, a puckering, or any recent change in your nipple, like retraction or change in the direction, or any discharge, especially blood stained discharge, or any crusting or a rash over the nipple. All these can be symptoms of cancer, and if you observe any of these, you should report to the physician, to the doctor. uh, Breast cancer can be diagnosed very easily with which is called as triple assessment. This is what we call as triple assessment, and one of the most important aspect of this triple assessment is the examination with your fingers. Any lump, and the texture of the lump, the mobility of the lump, the fixity of the lump, you can diagnose cancer. If there is any doubt or anything which is towards malignancy, you have to undergo further tests in the form of FNAC, that is fine needle aspiration cytology, in which a small amount of fluid is aspirated from the lump and it is seen under the microscope for the quality of the cells. What is it? Is it a benign lump or whether it is a malignant lump? And the third component of diagnosis is the mammography. Now, in short, about the standard protocol of treatment, it can be in the form of a local treatment as well as a systemic treatment. Local treatment is where you take care of the lump. Now, one of the important aspect of taking care of the lump is surgery. The surgery can be in two forms. Now, in this picture, what is shown is the breast conservation surgery, where only the lump and probably the axillary lymph nodes are taken care of and the breast is preserved. In cases where this is not feasible, or if the patient chooses not to undergo a breast conservation surgery, then we have to do a mastectomy. Another aspect of local treatment is radiation.
Dr.
Uh,
Gayatri,
Sorry to disturb.
are you projecting some slides?
Sorry?
Are you projecting some slides also?
Yes.
I
We are
don't
not
think
able
we're not able to see it.
Oh, you are not able to see the slide?
Just do it again. Just put up whatever the slide.
We are able to see you only.
It's okay if it is not there.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now we can see.
Yeah, please
Is
continue.
it now visible?
Yes, yes.
So I'll just repeat the symptom slide because this is important for visual thing.
Yes.
These are the symptoms. So this is the lump. The lump in the first, the lump may be not seen at times, and you may just feel it. The skin changes are very prominent in this picture. The nipple discharge and the crusting of the nipple. So all these are the important symptoms that a person should be aware of. Then I'll come back to the standard treatment part of it. So as I already said, the breast conservation surgery or a mastectomy, then radiation, the systemic therapy, that is the therapy which takes place, which takes care of the cancer which is spread around along in the body. So that can be the hormonal therapy in the form of tablets, then chemotherapy in the form of injections, and something which has recently come in the medical practice is the targeted therapy. So which therapy is necessary depends upon your stage of your cancer, as well as many a times we give options to the patients. They are also an important part of decision making in the treatment. There are certain myths, and I'm sure many of you must be having these doubts in your mind. The first very common myth that I see in my practice is any lady with a lump, she gets panicked. She thinks, do I have breast cancer? My suggestion is, if you have a lump in your breast, you should get it evaluated by a doctor. You should undergo the test as per suggested, and just keep in mind 80% of the breast lumps could be benign. So there's nothing to get panicked about. It can be evaluated and it can be taken care of. Only women from family history can develop breast cancer, not necessary, although I have shared with you the risk factors. But you have to remember that in our practice, what we see is roughly 70% of women with cancers may not have these risk factors. So these are just an observation from our large numbers that we say that these are risk factors, but doesn't mean that if you don't have a risk factor, you may not develop the cancer. Another myth, cancer to ho gaya sab abhi. That's not the case. It is definitely curable. That is why the reason we are having this session, that if it is diagnosed in early stages, it can be definitely cured. Another myth is that this is for everybody on the forum. They think that only women can develop breast cancer. That is not the case. Even men can develop breast cancer. For every 135 women with breast cancer, one person, one man can also develop breast cancer. So it is that rare, but it is not that it is not possible. It is definitely seen in our practice as well. Breast cancer is contagious is again a myth. It is not transferable from one person to another, so there is nothing to be worried about. One more very important myth, that is any form of needle pricking in the lump or any form of mammography can lead to spread of the cancer. This is again a very common myth that we see in our practice. But these are tests, very useful tests. These help in early detection of cancer, and there is no evidence of any spread of cancer because of these tests. So please undergo these tests if it is required, and there is nothing to be worried about. Important part, I think, as I said, this forum people are already aware. They are already doing all these steps for preventing, keeping your weight in check, exercising regularly, taking enough sleep, and limiting alcohol intake. These are all important aspects of your lifestyle modification which can help in preventing breast cancer and as well as any cancer in general. So these are the things that you should be aware of, and I'm very happy to be a part of this forum, that all these things are already happening in this forum. One important thing that I have to stress here is it has been observed that breastfeeding your children in your kids has a protective aspect, has a protective feature in prevention of breast cancer. Now, whatever I'm saying, these are all observational studies. These are studies which have been, these are the things which have been observed over a large number of patients. So these are all proven, these are all documented studies. Important thing that I have to stress here is early detection is the only key to prevention. Although you take all these steps already mentioned, but there can be a chance that you may develop this problem. But the only thing which can be useful is early detection. And I think that is an important aspect of this talk. And then the most important thing that helps you in early detection is one, that if you are aware of it, and second, the next thing that I have to stress here is the self breast examination. Now, since in India we don't have a routine screening program for this breast cancer, for us who are in India, I think the self breast examination is the most important thing that we all should do. Now, who should do it? So every female above the age of 20 years should do self breast examination. The best time to do it is just after your periods are over. That's the best day. Do it on the same day in each month. And for women who are menopausal, you can choose your day, say probably the first Sunday of every month. You can do this. Now, I'm very short, very briefly, I'm going to go through the different steps of self breast examination. But I would request everybody to go to YouTube. There are excellent educational videos on this aspect on YouTube. Go through those videos for yourself, and please start doing this from this month itself. So the important 5 steps are that you have the lady has to stand in front of the mirror, examine your breasts in the mirror with your arms by the hip, and look for the changes which I already mentioned, and I had shown the pictures of those changes. So look for the any visible distortion, any skin change, or any redness or anything. The same thing should be observed in your hands above the arm. And the third is you have to look for any discharge from your nipple. If it is blood stained, then it is definitely something which has to be evaluated further. The fourth step is very systematic feeling, palpation, or feel for your for any lump, for any change. Now, when you are doing this, one important thing that you have to take care is you have to feel with the flat of your hand, with this part, and not like that. So if you feel with the tip of your fingers, the entire thing will feel lumpy. So that's not the way to be done. Do it systematically in a circular motion. Squeeze the nipple also once and see. And what we have observed, it's easier to do this when you are taking a shower. So that's the last step. That's the fifth step. So these are the 5 steps which I have very briefly described, but I think you all should go through the videos and you should start doing it. This is the point which I wanted to stress in as a part of this talk, and this is your take home message. Start doing your self breast examination today itself, from this month itself. Learn it for yourself and spread this message to everybody near and dear to you. And I think you can be the source of making the society as large aware of this problem, because breast cancer can be cured, definitely cured. The only point is it has to be diagnosed early. So this is my take home message. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gayatri. You can switch off the presentation. Yeah, you can switch it off so that you are back on the screen. Switch it off totally. Yes. Right. I think on behalf of everybody, we have only thing to do to Dr. Gayatri is appreciating her effort, appreciating her time, and the kind of knowledge she has spread within us. And as what Dr. Gayatri says, yes, we all are on the same path, that we are exercising regularly, we're taking enough sleep. These are the takeaways, I think, for us. And what you said, that eat the fresh, natural food at home. I think these are 3 things which one should do very easily to prevent breast cancer or any other cancer. I think that's what your message is, Dr. Gayatri. Am I right, Dr. Gayatri?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes. So on behalf of all of us, let's do the honors to the doctor and let's clap for her.
Thank you.
This is one of the best exercise for even breast. So every day we are also doing that, clapping in different postures, different variations. So we are already taking care of our own self, but we have to learn these few important points from Dr. Gayatri, which she told us, guided us. So for taking care, at times we don't understand how to check our own self. So now we got those points and we do, and we will follow every day now here onward.
I had a few queries in the last few days from your forum, and I hope I have answered most of it. There are a few more which probably I have not shared on this forum, but I will reply to them on their personal WhatsApp. Anything else that you would like to ask, you can WhatsApp me anytime, and I would try to solve your queries at my best level. Thank you.